set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Give to Jones. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
First down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From the 31, Tua. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This one swung out here to Jones. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Two and now on first down. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. This one out quickly to Watkins. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Tua sets up to pass it. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Alexander. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Well, they needed a yard on 4th down. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Let's go, defense.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, that's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
I'm coming. 45, 45. Mike, 45.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And we do finally get him. But he makes it all the way to the 6.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Hey, we got 4. Got 4 down.
I'm the best in the game.
It's into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now the try here for the point after. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Off the play action, Tagovailoa. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And here's Jones again on second down. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they do.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A huge play there for Denver.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
On 2nd and goal, Watson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards. Here's Watson. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And now the Broncos are within a 2-point conversion and tying up the game. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Slings it to Anderson. It's complete. The tight end has it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Push to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Tua going to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up a defensive touchdown.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check 31, check 31.
To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off. That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The give is to Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the 31, Tua. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Quez Watkins, as the first half is winding down, and the Bucs have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 41. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go in at the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Shreds him with a stiff arm. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be, but halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Goddard.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike 20. Let's go.
Off of play action, it's Watson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no
And he's
feet.
into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
I told you.
Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Rosas to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Broncos 14. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Watson off play action. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Watson looks to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
But, gotta get the point. Get on.
On 2nd and 10, Watson flushed out right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Drop deep. 45. Mike, 45.
Back to throw, Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Watson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, Jones. Oh, good move. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Uses the stiff arm. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. On play action, here's Tua. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kick...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games we just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Now Tua on the bootleg here. Well, that'll be caught by the big tight end, the 40-yard line, tackled there.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you'll get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
And some room to maneuver. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 113 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Now Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
The offense on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. Jones. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Rosa's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Remember, they have won 3 straight. Beginning to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
You can choose the mic. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
Get the ball.
Hey, no timeout.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And now here's another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 9, Tua. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And this is going to be caught. So an offensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. And he missed it. It wouldn't have mattered. They were going to lose either way, but the game ends strangely on a missed PAT. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Tampa Bay, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Denver, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.